everyone? Hello. I am here with my boy NinjaPanda. We're here to cast the next game in the series, Stelacy versus Sand King Gomez. It's gonna be another BO3. You see, OP bands already coming out between Marcy and Enigma. I imagine we may see like Lesh and Lesh Primal somewhere in here as well. Picked or banned. What do you think? How have you been watching the games? I know you were in the stream earlier. How you been, Ninja?
I've been good. Bans are just like normal bans for any type of official Dota match at the moment.
Yeah,
These two heroes are just Lesh ban. Yeah, these heroes are just staples right now.
Yep. Patch feels, I don't want to say like solved per se, because that feels that's a strong word to use, but definitely, yeah, the same like 10 heroes we're seeing being pick banned a lot.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, opening, but unless it was at TI and it was like team specific bans, the bans are normally pretty calculated, pretty easy. Marcy Undying, Enigma Lash, yeah, these are the heroes of the patch so far.
Definitely.
SF sort of fell off.
Yeah, SF definitely fell off later into the tournament too. And that's Primal.
Primal.
So far,
Primal hero is also getting figured out a bit, actually.
Oh yeah, what are people playing to counter him? I haven't heard this yet.
The biggest counters I've seen was a little bit of the Undying, but they banned that. I mean, the main thing I've seen people do is that they just go hard, like they just aggro him in lane extremely hard because he's no longer the lane dominator he used to be. He's still a lane dominator, but this guy, his Trample's got nerfed like 3 patches in. There's the SF.
Yep. SF Sven? No, Nyx. The other OP hero.
SF Nyx. Okay. Nyx bullies Primal Beast pre-BKB actually. Like, what are you supposed to do? Trample the Nyx that just carapaces you and then impales you?
yeah. Until Primal gets BKB, that Nyx is gonna be a huge thorn in the side. And Viper being picked up here. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Yeah. Little bit off the beaten path here, huh?
A little bit. This was the meta during the middle of this year. This Viper hero.
What do you think is gonna be pick up next? What do we still need? We have what? I mean, we assume this Viper is probably 2, right? With a Primal Beast on your team, you could run it support. If you really wanted to.
I'd put money on it actually being a Primal mid and a Viper 3, if anything. The Viper could be a support. I think the Viper can really be anything 2 through 5. I'm not as experienced with these teams, but I usually see the Viper played in an offlane position.
10 seconds remaining.
Especially if it's... I can't remember how the SF Viper lane goes, but Viper is one of the heroes that will just stand there and man fight you, even if you're an SF.
Yeah, definitely one of the few heroes I can definitely click down SF. Even later on, especially since he outranges him for the most part.
It can actually make the beginning of the lane really hard because when you're SF, the first few waves are extremely crucial because you have your Necromastery, you need your souls. And those first few levels the first few waves are extremely hard if the Viper just decides to be on you.
Right. Yeah, the Viper's just walking on him with orb blocking on him. There's not really anything SF can do.
Sniper ban, really good sniper ban. I mean, SFV snipers, SF just can't get close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen lots of sniper bans this tournament. Not at all surprised.
Sniper. I mean, at the end of TI last night, this hero was getting picked.
Oh yeah. It was seen everywhere. When Tumba was playing it in his games,
Matu and Stelacy.
Monet was playing it on Aster, whenever he was
It's the carrier now.
Whenever they played against Liquid as well. Yeah, lots of
I'd actually say I like sniper safe lane more than an SF safe lane now because people have figured out how to play around this new Raze with the slow and turn rate. The Shrapnel is still I don't know what it is about the ability, but it always feels like it catches you by surprise with how much damage it does.
Yeah, it smells pretty nasty. The PL
especially
ban,
if you have a support that can capitalize on it. I like the PL ban.
I was saying, do you think this PL ban indicates anything? Because I don't really. I mean, PL doesn't seem horrible into their team right now.
They probably know this other team. They probably looked at what heroes they have to play. PL is pretty decent against Viper because, I mean, Viper's main source of damage are his Q and his ultimate, which are single target. Not to mention, you can dodge the projectile of the ultimate, and if you do that, the Viper just dies. Like, if you dodge his ultimate, yeah, I mean, another toxin or not, it doesn't matter.
Ooh, Bloodseeker ban.
You're getting drained.
You think they may pick up a Pango here? Pango looks pretty good.
I mean, this could be a mid SF. Pango PA, where they could also do a Razor. If they think this is going to be a core Viper. Razor's also good against Primal, honestly. Like,
yeah,
you
like
start stomping on him, he just starts draining you.
Right.
He has to. It makes it so Primal has to save his onslaught to escape, and that never feels good when you're trying to play a
what do you think?
Man fighting beast.
What do you think about DP for like the same reasons as Static?
DP, DP's a weird hero. It's not again like halfway through TI, it's got picked a lot and then just stopped getting picked in. I personally right now I like DP. The changes made her way stronger early. With her Siphon, it doesn't do percentage max health anymore. It does a static number.
Yeah, the flat amount.
I really like this Omni Knight pick, actually.
No, I do too. I think Omni plus SF is... I think Omni Knight is, like,
if this
probably
is a
the best
Viper off
support.
lane, if this is an Omni off lane, this Viper is going to have trouble being any types of aggro. And if it's an Omni Shadow Fiend lane, Shadow Fiend against Viper isn't, like, the easiest matchup for SF. But when SF has to stop, doesn't have to worry about the crazy nuke damage with the Q because of the Omni Knight purge, it gets... If he can man up more and not worry about dying, because usually how it would go is the S7 Viper. This is I've played this matchup a few times as the support in lane, but I played it where it's an off lane Viper versus safe lane Shadow Fiend. Usually, I've seen the heroes just trade each other out more than I've seen a decisive winner. So if you can remove that SF killing him and then ticking to the poison damage, that makes it just so much a way easier lane for the SF.
Yeah, I think
that's assuming this Viper is off.
I think it's Omni Knight. Like, I think Omni Knight is one of the best supports with SF because it's kind of like you were saying. Like this SF hero is pretty squishy if you get on top of him. And what better way to solve that than just putting Heavenly Grace and or GA on your Shadow Fiend?
Yeah. Omni Knight's biggest thing is obviously his Heavenly Grace dispel. So why not pick up a really powerful spell that can't be dispelled?
Yeah, Witch Doctor. Yeah, Witch Doctor Lena, pretty gross, like, next two picks here, actually. I like them a lot. Lena just outranging SF for the most part, while probably going to be able to dish out a similar amount of damage. I'm assuming this is going to be a
Lena support.
Really?
Okay. It could be okay.
I think it's
either
Viper
Lena
support
or
at this
Viper
point.
support.
Yeah,
it's either Lena or Viper support.
I think it's Viper support. I think that makes... Because I think the Lena core matchup is a lot better into SF than Viper would be. For the same reason Sniper's good, right? Like you just outrange him for the most part.
I saw this combo played by Secret, and they only played it for like one series, and I loved it so much. I'm sad they didn't pick it ever again. I want to see a Dawnbreaker pick from the Radiant here.
There's a Pango I was talking about earlier.
Secret ban. Yeah, it still could be a Dawnbreaker off lane. I really like Nyx's Dawnbreaker. It's so good for catching out heroes, and if this is even a core Lena, like pre-BKB, if this Nyx gets the 6, hits her, stuns, Dawnbreaker ulti, Lena's just dead. 3 of these heroes, that's the heroes that aren't Primal Beasts, if this is a support Ivor, if this Nyx finds them, him plus the Dawn will kill them.
Yeah, I like Dawnbreaker a lot. Yeah, I think you pretty much nailed it on the head. Batrider also being banned out for, I think, kind of similar reasons, right? Batrider can just kind of ult Lena, or really most of these heroes, and just drag them away.
Lena's strength is to say you hit your spells and you just start right-clicking from a little bit outside the perimeter of the fight, but if you get dragged in, it gets a lot harder.
Right.
You could still survive if you have like BKB Satanic, but that's asking for a lot.
Right, yeah, that's we're talking way later in the game when that happens.
I love the Void Bane.
Void would be disgusting with this team. The Witch Doctor ward, the Lena hitting, the Viper hitting. Void is a very good ban. Very good ban.
If they did leave it in and they did last pick the Void for Sad Boys, I honestly wouldn't hate to see an Omni Knight straight hard rush Scepter for the global ult.
Interesting. They banned NP here.
Rat Dota, man. They don't want to play against it.
Yeah, they don't. They don't want nothing to do with it. I don't believe. Let's see. Just looking at the three of
I really like the NP man. What
It's
the
interesting.
only hero that might want to have a Quelling Blade on them is the Primal, and with a Nyx Assassin, Nyx, Pango, Omni, Shadow Fiend, NP, they will be down your throats at 15 minutes, and there's just nothing you can do about it with this line with Dyer's lineup. It's sort of the same idea with the Dawnbreaker. The Nyx finds someone, you just TP in with the natures, and just they're gone.
See, coming up in the last pick here, there was a last band TB as well. Another, I really like that band as well. High armor versus the SF. Of course, the raises are going to be, nice against him, at least early on. But, TB obviously loves an early Scotty. Just pumps up his HP just a little bit, and then suddenly he's able to fight everyone in his meta. So
It's probably a preference band. I don't think it would be the end of the world if they got the TB.
I agree.
They do have like Pango. They can get some magic damage with the SF, and they do have overall last pick too on Sand King.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's like the most terrible thing ever, but yeah, a decent band nonetheless. I think they.
One thing that I think would be terrible is, I think a Naga sign would be pretty dirty. Is that still in the pool?
Yeah, Naga looks to still be around. Yeah, we've seen quite a few Naga games today already.
What happens if this Omni Knight ults? You counter ult until it's over. It's just, and you have so much setup for it too.
Yeah, with LSA,
Maledict, LSA.
Actually, there's so much setup for Naga. Yeah, I think it convinced me. I think Naga is really good here. What other ones are there? The Bloodseeker's banned, Morphline's banned.
There's so much lockdown for this SF too. It's not like he can just be on you with raises in his ult.
Pudge!
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Pretty base, not gonna lie.
That's pretty base. Yeah, no, that's a pretty base pick.
Yeah, this is definitely a 5 Viper. This is a core Pudge. This is a pause on Pudge.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it has to be, right? There is no... Yeah. Unless they run Lena 1 and they do some weird stuff, but yeah, no, I can't imagine.
I actually don't know if I like this Pudge pick.
I don't know if I like it more than the Naga, but that being said... Well, Omni Knight's...
They might just not play Naga, I mean...
Yeah, that's also true. Ooh, last pick, there's a DP we're talking about. So, okay. So
this would be such a good DP game if it was back to the max health instead of the static.
It would be. It would be good this game. Alrighty, yeah. So it is. Yeah, it's exactly what you think. So it's DP off, Pango mid, SF safe. 4 Nyx, 5 Omni, and then on the side
Lena has the best set for Lena that exists. I love it.
Oh, I don't think. Oh, this is the new one, isn't it? Isn't this one?
Cowboy Lena. That was last year's TI Cavern Crawl. Was that said?
Oh, it was? My memory is.
That was the only one I got because it was the only one I liked.
Alrighty. Yeah,
it doesn't have the Primal Beast Prestige. Kind of disappointed, not gonna lie.
Oh, this man doesn't have the Immortal. It's out now. Get it, Kim. Let's go. Get on that.
Each tribe has their own Arcana too. Easy.
Oh, true. But alright, yeah, this looks like, yeah, it's a 1 Pudge. Yeah, it looks like everything we would expect. Lena mid, 3 Primal, 4 Viper, 5 Witch Doctor.
One thing I will say, I mean, I don't know specific players and how they usually play, but I feel like this DP Nyx lane, it's gonna be really hard to commit to try to kill one of them as Radiant. I mean, you have a Pudge, Witch Doctor. If you Maledict into Hook with Rot, they'll probably go down. But if you Hook and then Maledict, especially if it's the DP, you'll just both get immediately siphoned. And then you'll have the Nyx there too. It's so hard to play a Pudge into a Nyx, actually.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. The Pudge...
Mostly in the lane game, it gets a lot easier because you don't care if you get stunned for like 2 seconds. But in the lane, it really stops your going on people.
Yeah, I think the Omni Knight as well, being able to Heavenly Grace off Pudge ult as well, if he's ever in the area, is also going to be nice.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, I don't see this Pudge ult hitting many people. like if Pango's rolling, it's hard. Nyx Assassin can be nearby. Even pre-BKB, he can get silenced by the DP mid thing. God forbid SF gets a shard and can just fear him out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, SF shard's super interesting.
If there's more than 2 people from the enemy team nearby, I doubt he gets a full duration dismember off ever this game. Like if it's just a solo pick off, sure, but
Right, yeah. No, it's definitely hard to dismember most people. I mean, same thing for Primal Beast, right? Like for pretty much the same reasons.
This is a support Primal Beast, I think.
No. This is.
The Primal Beast has boots, tangos.
Wait, is this? Oh, wait, I think this is. You're right.
It is a core Viper, yeah. No, wait. Yeah. It is boots Primal Beast.
Let me see. It's a little hard to tell. I'm looking. I have all the team's Dota buffs up on the side, but of course, most of the names are not not the same as in game and on Dota buffs. So it's a little confusing knowing who is who and who's doing what. But yeah, I think you're right. I think this is a support Primal.
That's why he doesn't have the Immortal. I get it now.
Yeah, he's not the Primal player. He's the 4. But alrighty, here, while we got some time, why don't we introduce our players? So, side of SKG, we have Nightmare on the Shadow Fiend. We have Nameless on the Omni Knight, Hijack on Death Prophet, Lund on his Pangolier, and Pamplona on the Nyx Assassin.
I can go for the Dire. Again, I don't know if these are their real names because they are different than the Dota buff. We got Austin on the Pos 5 Witch Doctor. We're assuming Kim on this Pos 4 Primal Beast. Off-lane Viper with Haruko. Mid Lena with Ryu, and then, of course, Steel Borko as the Pos 1 Pudge.
Alrighty,
I'm excited to see how these lanes go, actually.
A G is called, and there we go. Get in any second now. Yeah, I think lanes are gonna be pretty spicy. Pretty much all these lanes have pretty high kill potential, huh? I mean, really anyone stepping.
Dire has so much kill potential with their lineup in the lanes, but at the same time, Radiant has a lot of counterplay with the Omni, with the DP, Siphon, and the Nyx stuns. Like,
yeah, Siphons, even the Silence. I mean, Hijack's Silence even looks pretty sick this game too.
These lanes can go literally any way. They're not really favored. It comes down to gameplay here.
Yeah, there are 3. You know, now I'm looking at it a little more. There are 3 channel spells that they can stop with Silence and Nyx Carapace, and
oh, true.
It's a pretty interesting game for.
There's there's gonna be a lot of standing in place for this SF just the pelt.
Yeah, seems that way.
Especially if it's a 4 Primal. This dude's not gonna get tanky. He might get BKB, but that's it. Like BKB blink maximum. One thing I will say is that this Pango is going to have a lot harder of a time because, I mean, you can try to roll up to dodge stuff, but you can still get Viper ulted, you can still get hit with the Witch Doctor ult, Pudge can still hook you, and if you're rolled up and you get hooked, I think it pulls you out of the roll up if I'm not mistaken. Or even if it doesn't, if it pulls it right next to him, if you start getting dismembered while you're rolled up, I think that might pull you out.
Right, yeah, as long as he doesn't actually auto attack you and accidentally proc it. Yeah, not to mention, I'm actually a little surprised you didn't mention the Lena, because I've seen so many times this Lena versus Pango matchup where, you know, he's just rolling around in his ball and Lena's like, that's cool, and she's just clicking him from, 50 feet away and just kills him in the middle of his ball.
Yeah, I've played this matchup a lot where I'm the Pango, and it's not easy.
Yeah, it feels like you have to get on Lena, otherwise she's just gonna click you down.
Pango is so squishy. Even if you do get on Lena, like early game, she just LSA Qs you. Like you're so squishy as this Pango. Actually, it's so hard to play the lane. In my experience, I might just be bad. Who knows?
Alrighty, G is called once again, and unpausing again. A couple pings coming out mid. Witch Doctor walking out. There's a smoke coming out for the side of Sad Boys. Oh, SKG smokes as well, actually.
Yeah, it's a double smoke. We'll see if they meet each other. I want a 5v5 at minute 0.
Definitely seems favorable for Stelacy if
neither of them see these wards. Actually, that's funny.
I'm almost definitely gonna accidentally call them Sad Boys, but this team is Stelacy. But
side by side wards that is entertaining actually.
Yeah, they both just 2 shifts in the night. Am I right? They just pass each other, have no idea what's going on, throw out some wards, and now there's gonna be an invade here. Let's see.
That is really dangerous.
Look at Primal.
Viper Witch Doctor. What is this? Wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, look at this Primal. Look where he's at.
It looks like.
In this ward too, so they see the SF. They know he's here. SF knows something's going on though. He's getting out of here.
This is really dangerous for Sand King. They can't try to contest this bottom rune. Viper, Maledict, like these 4 heroes, you will die. You will feed first blood.
Yeah.
It looks like it's gonna be 2 rune on 2 rune though.
Some standard stuff going on here. Yep. No crazy 5v5s going on. Yep. Standard.
I wonder if they're
stuff.
gonna run into this. Yeah, they're gonna run into this SF right now.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is this a 3? No. Oh, they're killing the SF.
Yeah, they're running at him. Austin comes in with the stun. Kim's here as well. Hasn't skilled on anything yet. The Rampage does get skilled as he tries to TP. Kim with the great play, just holding on to that skill point, knowing that he may need the onslaught. And, oh, a couple more auto attacks are going to do it. One more, and first blood going to Kim. Yeah, signal back play by them. That was beautiful.
That was really good. They tried to save the last hit for the Viper there because he was getting chomped down by the poison for a little bit.
Yeah. Wasn't quite able to do it, though.
I think Kim just gave in.
Yeah.
He wanted that first blood. He's actually... Oh, no. Never mind. The Witch Doctor TV thought. I thought they were staying. Mistook by Steel Borko. Unfortunate. Yeah, that's the early ward that Kim put down. That really allowed them to do that.
Yep. And look, SF, he's smoking back to lane because his TP got screwed. Oh, man. This is so rough. Missing the first, pretty much, now the second, pretty much the entirety of the second wave too now, yeah. Falling Air Tower. Does get a little bit of XP for that melee, but a rough start for us. Kim is going to onslaught in again.
He scares their entry with it.
Throws up the high five. Smacking away. Let's pull up some last hits here. See who does and doesn't get flamed this game out of the cores. Everyone pretty even so far. Actually, I say that except the Puchka. Puchka's struggling a little bit. That being said, this doesn't seem like the easiest lane in the DP. But he's getting his last hits now. He'll be all right.
I mean, DP just right clicks the hell out of you, especially if he knows hooks down.
Definitely.
Lena's got gone on a bit there mid. Yeah, I mean with Pango, the only time you can fight this Lena is whenever you hit her with the shield. The shield crash. Sorry.
See, both mids getting their bottles now.
This Nyx. No, I mean there's that counterplay. I mean,
TP
nice
by Ryu. Yeah, managed to deny the rune. Does cost Ryu the TP, but you know, obviously worth it for him. So now, yeah, Lund just doesn't have a lane now.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Top, we saw that counterplay. He got maledicted, hooked, and sat on with the rod, but he still managed just to walk away because of that spike carapace and the impale.
That was
like, this was any other pos 4, that would have been a free kill.
Nyx proving his OP once again just by stunning people by taking damage.
Tango has his second set of Tango's coming out. Yeah, this Lena is having the time of her life. The CS is still pretty even, actually.
Yeah, Pango's doing a good job so far of keeping up, but we'll see how much longer that lasts for. See, Kim does end up stealing the bounty down bottom side, so nice for him.
Shouldn't even go on this PUD.
Oh yeah, top side. It's pretty low. The stun does connect. The Siphon Soul is out. Level 2 Crypt Swarm, and yeah, there is no more CC though. Yeah. Just gonna TP and wave away. Oh, he TPs to the T1 too.
Yeah,
nice.
If he TPs to base, that's worse than dying.
No, it's pretty rough if he TPs to base, but yeah, manages to just TP right in front of him, grabbing his last hits.
This Witch Doctor's dead, actually.
Yeah, the creep's kind of giving away his position here. The stun does land. He has a wand. He also has a fairy fire too if he really needs it. And Steel Borko's here now. He doesn't have the hook as he did use it on the banner creep, but it looks like it's just gonna be enough. The right clicks come out.
I thought he was gonna use his carapace a lot earlier, especially when he first threw out the stun on the Witch Doctor. That stun, if I'm not mistaken, he might have been gone, but it would have been. I mean, hindsight, you know, but...
Did you see what just happened mid? Lund got his other water rune denied. He's not gotten a single rune this game.
That is unfortunate. He got his bottle refilled by the Knicks though, so
Yes, thank God.
A little bit of damage mitigation there.
I definitely needed it for sure.
Lena is going the Falcon Blade, which I've played with this build recently. You were in my game. This build, the Falcon Blade is such a nice item on Lena.
That I've never thought about it, but it makes sense. The stats seem amazing on her.
Damage.
Ooh,
Your spellcaster. Your right-clicking spellcaster was squishy. It gives you everything.
Yeah.
What happened? Bottom. Wow.
I believe Huruko is going in on to Nameless.
Oh.
Nameless is going to go down, but Lund does TP in and gets the return kill. So good TP by him. He doesn't want to be mid either. So
TP.
yeah, he's very happy about.
Refill.
Oh yep, perfect. It's a bottle refill. Lund gets a kill. Doesn't have to sit mid against this abusive Lena.
I wanted the Pango to stay bot until the Omni TP to get another bottle refill.
Just make sure he really has full mana when he goes back to lane full health.
He's about halfway to the energy booster for his mana boots.
Yeah, he's not too far off.
But this Lena, like 19-2 to 33-12. This has become something terrible. And then we also have the Primal Beast just sitting mid now.
Yep.
With arcane boots. So this Lena can just keep spamming these spells. Like,
oh gosh, yeah.
This is really hard for Pango.
Yeah, if Pango ever shows, it could be a pretty easy dive. She has 6.
She is a full level ahead of him.
Oh yeah. Pango not even really close to the 6. Meanwhile, yeah, she is just over it, about a quarter of the way.
What do we have flying out top? No, that's going back to base.
Not seeing anything too crazy as far as item builds go or anything interesting. You did mention the Falcon Blade. I think that's probably the biggest like tech item that we've seen so far.
I mean that's the main build on Alena now. Ever since when it got that buff, it just switched up. It is the
I've been seeing it.
It wasn't really viable with its cost. Legion, I mean it's okay on a Legion.
Really, I think it's really good on Legion. Well, I should say I think it's really good on Legion if you're maxing Q.
I think strength heroes are the only heroes that can still have that debate whether or not Falcon Blade or Soul Ring are better.
That's fair. That's a good point. That's a fair conversation. That being said, Soul Ring has been nerfed so many times though.
Yeah, definitely. I casted the game with Bulljax the other day, and we watched a mid-tusk go Falcon Blade, and I didn't really like it. Just because when you do the math, I think it's like 25 second cooldown on Soul Ring, you get 150 mana. That if you min-max it, that's 6 mana regen a second.
Right.
And if you do have a way like a Legion Commander to get that health back, you don't get as much damage. You only get 6 because you're at 6 strength. I don't know how much health you get. You might get. How much does Falcon Blade give you actually? Health wise, 200.
It's 100.
Yeah. So you only get 120 as a strength hero. So you get pretty close on 2 of the stats, but you get 3 times the mana regen if you're min maxing it.
Yeah, and you don't even really have to.
And it's cheaper.
Right?
Soul Ring is cheaper technically. I think by about 200. No, wait, by about 300.
Yeah, it's definitely
270, I think.
I think the Soul Ring conversation is an interesting one, and like you said, you don't even have to min max it as long as you're just using it before you cast your spells. That is, you're getting more you're getting your value. You're getting your money's worth.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, if you're min maxing it, you get more than 3 times mana regen, and if you're not, then imagine you're being 3 times inefficient. You're still doing 0.2 better mana regen.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's a good point.
I think it really does just come back to obviously on Lena it's not good because you're not a strength hero and you don't have ways to make that health back. Falcon Blade's definitely the way to go. I play the mid Tusk. I was probably I might have been too critical because it's hard for Tusk to get the health back as well. However, I did play a pause 4 Tusk game where I went Tranquil Soul Ring and that felt really good. Wow. Still, but still paused here.
Yeah, paused here for a little bit. See, Hijack up on the top side, I just want to point out, Steel Broco is a bit low on levels. Not as low as his counterpart, unfortunately, for Nightmares. This lane has been pretty brutal for him since minute 0, really. But so yeah, both the ones on both teams struggling a bit to get off the ground, both hurting.
Yeah, Soul Ring only got increased by 155 gold. I think I wouldn't put it past Valve for the reason for that to happen was to make Falcon Blade more viable on a few strength heroes. Because I mean, before that, dude, like Soul Ring was like only 600 gold.
Yeah.
Or something. Or wait, yeah, it was. Wait on. Let me check the patch notes. 245 recipe to 400.
Yeah,
so that means there's a 155. So yeah, it was literally 600 gold compared to almost double that price for a Falcon Blade. Yeah, you win Soul Ring. Yeah. There was no contest.
The Soul Ring
was an actual debate when it comes to strength heroes.
Soul Ring was a pretty pretty busted item. I'm not
Especially
too surprised it was nerfed.
Yeah, it definitely comes there. Like, I mean, I'd still value it more on, like, say, I mean, God forbid anyone plays this hero right now, but if I'm playing a DK, like, I would probably still go probably still go Soul Ring. More armor, more strength, more mana probably. You know, I get to use my. I mean, yeah, this is actually a perfect example. Shard DK with your Q, you need that mana just to flash farm.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Make that health back really easily, since you're a DK. So yeah, you definitely go with that over Falcon Blade. I've seen people build 3 Falcon Blades before in the game, and I want my head hurt.
Yeah, I remember. I think I was in the call with it when that happened. Yeah.
I was like, what outworldish calculations are you doing?
Top side, there's a stun into hook coming out. Hijack, he's trying to lifesteal back with the Spirit Siphon, but there's a Maledict on it, but he's just stealing so much lifesteal. Boko, he almost goes down. It's not quite enough though.
I mean, the counter to Witch Doctor is just healing, and level 3 Siphon, he will heal. So they're going on him again, though.
Just heal, lol.
Literally, he was dead if he didn't get all that healing.
Absolutely, yeah. That
would have been extremely bad for Dire if Borko died there. Not just the carry was dying when you commit on him that hard, but that would have been 2 earn charges into the pocket of the Death Prophet.
Yep, and I mean, we can see she's just rushing this vessel too for
this
pretty obvious reasons. It's a very good vessel game versus Pudge Witch Doctor.
Yeah.
Ooh, another engage happening is Austin.
He wasted his charge.
Ooh, the stun does miss, or the hook rather. I don't think anything else.
That is unfortunate. He definitely could have turned in and started siphoning the. He's about to hit 6 on this Death Prophet. He has 6 now. This is actually extremely dangerous territory.
Yeah. I assume we're going to see this ult popped maybe any second out of the hook. He's looking for it. Hijacks, he's trying not to get hit by it, but instead he goes for Pombleno. Pombleno does go down.
Oh, but Kim's here.
Yep, Kim is here with the TP rotation. Hijack does have 1 Spirit Siphon left, but it's not enough.
He's dead.
Rampage is too much.
Unfortunate.
Just popped his ult too. That's that is horrible for DP.
That's a gut punch. That feels really bad.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that was probably one of the worst times she could have died, right? Just pops the ult, almost instantly dies.
I mean, this Viper's also he's about to finish his treads. Like.
Yeah, I mean, he's just 2v1ing this lane. I mean, he doesn't need help. He's a Viper, right? Kim can just go around and
he's level 6 now, which is really dangerous because this Omni Knight's effectiveness just shot hard down because you can't dispel Viper Strike.
Yeah, definitely.
It's so much damage. Like even just level 1, man, like 400 magic damage. Sure, it goes down to like 300, but that's a third of SF's health pool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, and
Kim is dead.
Yeah, mid. There seems to be a kill.
Got him with the Rolling Thunder.
Yep. It looks like he rotated mid, probably for a bottle refill / gank maybe, and then Pango just rolls on him.
They're going top with an image zone for this Pudge, but this Pudge has raindrops, Vanguard, and some 1 charges. But they're just gonna settle for this.
Yeah, the sentries are gonna spot him. Ooh, they are going for more though.
They are gonna go for this actually. They have earn charges.
Ooh, the ult comes out there. The carapace is a bit early, and
that is.
Yeah, it's going to be a kill going over. Kim doesn't have the ult yet. Onslaught doesn't.
This urn doesn't do anything to this Pudge until you get Vessel. Because, I mean, this Fleshy just completely mitigates it.
Yeah.
You always had to go Vessel against a Pudge, but it feels so bad. Like, it's fine still, but he mitigates a lot of it.
Right, yeah. Ooh, hook. Bit.
I mean, Vessel always is going to be fine because it does a lot more damage because it's max health. But I mean, until you get the Vessel, like, God forbid you go earn and then go like 1 item and then finish the Vessel. Oh, they're going to go. They're going to go on this Death Prophet. I think this Death Prophet's dead.
Yeah, topside DP getting gone on.
The
ult comes out.
He is fine.
Yeah, the Spirit Siphons are just proving to be a bit too much as Kim, he's getting pretty low here.
Dead.
Yeah, just goes down as the level 7 DP just proved to be too much. Nameless is here too with the Heavenly Grace, with the slow. But I mean, Steel Broker, yeah, he's just gonna skip rope and walk away. We'll see if he's fine though. Looks like it. The Vanguard, the damage block. DP does go. Oh, she has the ult too. It just comes off a cooldown. She doesn't have any more Spirit Siphons.
Oh no, he jukes out the trees with the Quelling Blade.
Oh, that
is unfortunate.
Oh, tons of TDs coming in too.
This is really dangerous.
Kim comes in. He's not 6, but Omni is. The Heavenly Grace comes out. Hijack, he's so low, he does barely go down. Hiroko is here. He says, I don't care about your TA. I'm a Viper. Just kills down the 2 heroes of SKG. It's going to be a 2-for-0 going to Stelacy.
That hurts so bad. It's the second time they try to kill the Pudge, and they just end up feeding for it.
And Pudge is at, what? Look at this. 5 heap stacks already at 10 minutes. One every 2 minutes, baby. He is fat.
A little bit of a go here for the...
Does he pick up a haste rune? He does.
Ooh, he did. This Witch Doctor's dead, I think, actually.
Oh, yeah, he's looking for it. He's looking for the Q. He's trying to find it, Austin. He's hiding in the trees. He thinks Austin's walked backwards. I mean, fair enough.
Nice juke by Austin.
Absolutely. One does find a cur for his troubles, at least, though.
He's running right into this Lena.
Yeah, Lena's pretty low, though. The shield crash. He dodges it. He does the LSA with the Q.
Dodge.
Absolutely outplaying. So, still.
He might still be dead here.
Yeah.
He's got pulverized. Oh yeah, he's just dead. He has bolt. Yeah.
Slow comes out. Yeah.
What a grab! What?
Yeah, the distance on primal grab is always very interesting. Yeah, the tip comes out. He's like, what was that, dude? Oh man. And what I also don't understand about pulverize is when you hover over the spell, it's nowhere close to that range. Like, it's his auto attack range, but it always gets so far away. I don't know. There's something broken about pulverize, I swear. I don't know how that spell always does that. See, there's a charge onto Pamplona here. They did see him. They did have a sentry down, but yeah, nothing.
Okay, they do have the vessel finished on this death route. They need to get a kill to get some charges.
Definitely. I need to look for something. The both supports are topside. See, Pamplona, he is ulted. Nameless is here as well, just for some backup. Will they see Austin
Looking at
here?
this last hit chart is...
Uh-oh. Nameless is going to go down to the Witch Doctor combo and the hook. Austin is going to pick up that kill. Pamplona, though, he's going to come around the backside. He's going to try to pick up a kill for Hijack. Hijack, he gets the Spirit Siphon down. The ultimate comes out, though, and just barely saves Austin. Is it going to be enough? Pamplona, he doesn't have another spell. He has right clicks, though. He has a one. The juke around the trees. Austin, he's too good. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Pulverize comes out onto Hijack as Steel Broker was just running him down as well. And Pamplona, he has the TP. 2-for-0 for the side of Sad Boys here.
Has been a horror story for Radiant. So many close calls that just end up not being worth anything. That's unfortunate.
And still Borko, now up to 8 flesh heap charges. This guy is just getting fatter and fatter. See, another bottle refill mid.
I mean, we all know Steel Borgos. This isn't a guy you want to let get these flesh heap stacks.
And look, we're talking about the level advantage for the safe lane compared to the off lane, but look, it's now Steel Borko with pretty much a full level up on Hijack. And Pumplino, he is here. Nightmare's here as well, though.
This is really big, actually. This is a vest charge on him. He's dead.
Huge 5-man rotation by SKG there, yep. Making sure they guarantee kill that Pudge who's just getting out of hand.
That we haven't been paying attention to, it's been about this mid lane and top lane. This SF has been free farming bottom.
Absolutely, yeah. We look at the net worth here, and kind of almost randomly, he's just on top of the net worth chart, right? Like, we haven't seen this guy at all, and he's just been AFK farming.
First blooded.
Yep.
And having to walk his chain back at 30 seconds. I mean, that's his SF hero.
Proving himself here, doing well. And is this normal maxing? Oh wait, yes, no, sorry. I thought he had more points in Raze. Okay, never mind.
I mean, this Pudge, like, he has Vanguard, but all of his armor gets reduced.
Yeah, I mean, he has basically negative armor right now. If
he's not under a tower. Yeah, no, he definitely. Yeah, he has negative 2.
See, top side. Lund does go down to Kim. You see, Kim throws out the ult onto Nameless as well. Steel Borko is here. He wants the flesh heap stack. There's some blocks coming out for the hook, but it's not needed as he's just going to run him down. The stun comes out too. The Pudge ult, and that is going to be his 9th stack off of Nameless.
Space created. I'm gonna survive way longer than he should have.
So you got a DD here on Ryu.
Big thing we gotta. Yeah, I was gonna say, big thing we gotta look out for this DD Lena.
Mm-hmm.
As bots can come out of nowhere.
Absolutely, yeah. They probably, I don't think they know about it. Ooh, nice little play mid as Carapace from Invis onto the Viper W as he's just farming the lane. Lund is here as well with the backup. Ryu comes in with the TP and the DD, but he's a bit by himself. Does manage to turn around onto Lund, pops the DD.
Uses the DD.
See, it does look like more of a fight's going to break out as there is a smoke
Primal
here. Yeah, Primal comes in. He has the onslaught. The Heavenly Grace, though, isn't enough on the right side. Nightmare throws out the fear. Doesn't really hit much of anything, does it look like. GA comes out as well. Austin's channeling his own. Ryu, he's throwing out the right clicks, but they're not doing anything. The GA,
Really
it's too much.
Guardian Angel.
Steel Broco, he's here, though. Kim, he's on the other side. Steel Broco's trying to help out his boy, though. The onslaught comes back, nameless. He's pretty low here. Lund getting caught out. The ult does come out. Lund does get Heavenly Grace as well as the Sun.
Is beating this dude's ass.
Kim getting really low here. Ends up being fine.
What a fight.
That's crazy. Only person who goes down out of all of that is Hijack.
That was a really good ultimate by the Omni Knight. That single-handedly saved the SF because Lena had 7 charges of Fiery Soul. Hit him with an LSA. It's only 1.5 seconds, but she was pelting him with a DD rune. Like he took no damage as he was Guardian Angel, but I think he actually was dead there, especially with Steel Borker right behind him.
I absolutely agree. I think you're 100% right. And there's a little bit of a play mid. Though. Yeah, it's like he's going to go down with the Vessel charge, and the Badger resist from the passive is not going to be enough. Too much damage coming in.
We were talking about the 3 channeling spells on Dire. Are you interested to see that the DP doesn't even have a value point in silence yet?
I think it's fine, honestly, because all the... Oh, hold on.
He could cancel this.
He could have canceled that. Austin would maybe not be dead at the moment, but that's all right. As Lunge, meanwhile, on the backside, just onto this Lena, and he goes down. Yeah, Steel Borko really low as well. The onslaught is there to try to save his boy. More or less suicides for his Pudge, and it's a 4-for-1 going in the favor of SKG here.
That is not the way I thought this game would be going based off drafts right now, actually.
Yeah, just SKG making a very nice rotation mid. The first one doesn't quite work out on the Viper on the initiation, but afterwards...
Steel Borko has his Ags now, 20 gold, and he has it.
Ooh, yeah, you're right. This
is actually really big.
Pretty fat boy here. The SF as well. He's pretty fat, and yeah, we can see they're doing a Roche here.
SF has a Hurricane Pike. That is actually huge. You can get away from that Pudge really easily. Lund is doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah, Lund, I don't think he saw Hiriko there. I think he just queued in, not realizing how dangerous that was actually going to be. Pamplona, he gets hooked in. Nightmare tries to throw out the fear to help his boy.
Steel Borgo.
He does. The right clicks are enough. Pamplona, he does. I don't think he's going to go down to this tick damage. No, it's pretty close. Oh, the Q, it comes out. He has the Carapace, though. Manages to dodge the damage. The onslaught's good, but Nightmare, the floor staff is also good over the wall. Great plays by both team here. Ends up being, what, 2-for-1 for the side of Sad Boys here.
This Hurricane Pike is extremely valued. I love this side of pickup, actually.
No, I love it, too. It's kind of for the same reasons of, like, you know, again, Lena outrages you, right? So you want to have a little extra range, so that's not as much of an issue. On top of that, you know, getting out of onslaught range, getting out of the Lena range, if that's an issue, forcing yourself away or out of Pudge Hook or out of Pudge Ult, if that ends up happening. There's so many scenarios where it's good here. If Viper picks up an Atos, which, you know, we may see.
Yeah, the biggest thing is just getting out of the Nether Toxin, because if you lose your Necro and your Presence of the Dark Lord, your damage is almost nothing. SF.
Kim, in a bit deep here, as well as Austin, both of them. Oh, he's going to get a kill on the backside, though. The hook goes a bit wide for Steel Boko. Lund,
they're going on Steel Borko.
They're going to queue up the roll. The Vessel is here.
He got the Valley Point in silence.
He's got it now. It's all over for you guys as Lund now gets a triple kill. Hydra's ult is still popped. Wow. They
have so much damage on Radiant right now. This is their timing. I
think they're just going to go for Roche here. Yeah, the minus armor of Lucky Shot and Nightmare is just going to nuke the rest of this Roche that they're doing earlier.
It's only going to get worse, too. SF is about to have Blink. Pango's about to have Blink. And then this DP's really close to this BKB. Like, they're only going to get stronger in the next 5 minutes.
Absolutely. And we see Aegis now potentially be picked up as a... Hold on, though. Nameless on the backside getting picked off as Hijack does throw out the silence. The Vessel comes out as well. The LSA is good. Buybacks are coming back as this is a big fight. We see on the backside, Hijack just instantly getting gone on. It's a double kill for Kim. And even though SKG are the ones with the Aegis, they may be the ones going down. There's no Primal Beast. Oh, and they're just going to turn on Lina. Lina has BKB, but that's not going to happen from the right clicks, as that is just going to click him down. And Kim's next. Now it's Haruku's turn. Kim actually ends up not going down. And wait a minute, look at Haruku. He's kiting the hell out of him. The magic damage, it's too much. The Aegis goes down. Meanwhile, Kim on the backside does go down to 1. The Rolling Thunder is good. He's going to be stuck on the stairs here.
Borgo's dead.
Borgo's going to go down. Huge fight.
What a back and forth fight. Wow.
Oh, and he's not over yet.
Haruku's
down as well. Yeah, what a crazy fight. Ends up being, what, a 4-for-1?
That's the
plus
Pango
Aegis?
Blink. He just got it delivered. That Pango Blink just got delivered.
Oh, that's amazing. That's beautiful.
Wait, do they have... They just picked up 3 Blinks. All
at once? All at the same time?
Yeah, SF has Blink, Nyx just got Blink, Pango just got Blink. This is so huge. This Lina's range is just almost completely mitigated now, actually.
Absolutely, yeah. If they get the especially if they get the jump, I mean, yeah, the ult almost he almost finishes it. Doesn't quite though, as his Nyx is here with that blink reveal we were just talking about, and look at that blink coming in clutch. Right there. And,
this Witch Doctor's in no man's land.
Yeah, Austin, he realizes he may be in a bit of trouble. Maledict comes out. The Illusion Rune's here as well. Austin, he's trying his best here, but yeah, it's going to be all for naught as Nightmare now godlike on the SF.
Fudge hasn't gotten a Flesh Heap stack in so long.
Yeah, he had, what, 9 at like 12 minutes?
SF is over 5k more net worth than his carry counterpart. He has 14k net worth at 21 minutes. Huge. Oh my god.
Absolutely huge on this SF right now. Has the Blink Dagger. I mean, look, he's... We'll say he's like 2.5 items with the Blink Dagger. But, on the backside, Pamplona just scouting out with the Nyx ult. Yeah, just managed to find Haruka on the backside. And... I mean, they're just taking over this game. SKG, they win a couple of fights, get an Aegis, and they're just dominating now.
I think this game's almost completely sealed. I mean, you have this SF who has this talent now, Necromancy affects, I mean, not Necromancy, Presence affects towers, and then you have the physical damage exorcism behind you. These buildings are just going to melt, and I don't see how they high ground. I mean, obviously, they have a good team for high grounding, but at the same time, you have a Pango rolling, blinking Nyx with, like, you just have so much counterplay on Radiant that they've been doing perfectly this game.
Absolutely.
What a hook.
Oh, I missed that as hook mid. And a Nightmare, he's here to help out, though. And Nameless, he's getting really low. The GA is popped. The right clicks are no good, but the magic damage from the rock is. Yep, still Boko does end up paying for his sins.
This Lina might be dead, too.
Yeah, the roll is good. BKB is popped. Just going to TP out. No bashers here, so he's going to be just fine.
Good TP out. She didn't TP out. She was dead. Oh,
Haruku gonna find the fate that Lina would have found had she not TP'd.
Not stopping.
And like you said, I mean, these Blink Daggers are huge. Like you said,
this is so bad for the Lina. Actually, look what item he has queued up right now. He's having to go for a Dragonlance. BKB boots. This isn't the item progression you want as Lina. You want a big item now. You want an MKB, a Daedalus, a Silver Edge.
Exactly.
This feels really bad.
No, you're exactly right. Yeah, this third item needs to be your power spike, right? You built your bots, you built your BKB, you have your sustain, you have your survivability. Now it's time to deal damage. But she still
BKB.
She still feels like she can't.
I don't see what happens. Like, you're gonna get Guardian Angel. Like, you need like an MKB to actually do damage.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe it may just need to be that you know, Ryu. It has to be that high risk, high reward situation he's in, right? Like, you just have to go all damage and just hope it's good enough, because you don't.
This is honestly just bringing back to my point about the Naga pick earlier. Naga at least could have built a nullifier. Ooh, that was so close. Nullifier, I think, is extremely needed this game. I'm just a fan of always going the item against an Omni. I think it makes it so much easier to fight.
No, I mean, I think that's a good point. And hold on, we see Kim with the onslaught in. BKB is going to be pumped. He tries to go for the ult, but just barely doesn't get it off. And look,
One's not done.
He blinks it on the backside.
Like, look at this. He's not taking damage from these Lina right clicks.
Yeah. Just
They're just kiting all of Dire right now.
See, Nightmare, he throws out the ult, gonna go and pike himself in. He does have a DD, though. Not much is gonna come of it, as Kim, he ults in as well. Doesn't have his BKB, does get the ult off on
He's
Nightmare.
dying to the Mantas.
There's no help on the backside, though, as Ryu, he's trying.
2 right now. Steel Borko's dead.
Yeah, Steel Borko on the backside. He's wondering where
Lena's dead too.
he's wondering where his team's at. As yeah, Lena he tries to chase down the SF, trying to find something there, but on the backside, Steel Borko was just going down as you said, and yeah, it's gonna be a 4 for 2.
He dismembered. That feels so. He had to dismember a Death Prophet who was BKB'd, had her ult up, and was siphoning him. He just melted. And he was vesseled, so he wasn't even gaining health from the dismember. Not a notable amount, at least.
And look at this, Nightmare. He's about to pick up his BKB too. He's starting to close the door in this game. He says I'm strong enough. BKB time. Let's go, boys.
I mean, we were talking about it in the draft. You mentioned the DP halfway through. At that point, I didn't think it was the best. But after this Pudge pick, this has just been just a great, like, obviously hardships in the beginning, like 3 really bad attempts on the Pudge's life led to feeding Flesh Heaps, but now.
Yeah, they managed to bring it back for sure. Oh, we see Austin. Oh,
this is all pre-BKB SF too.
That's only gonna get scarier. It's SF does now have his BKB. 25 minutes. BKB blink. Oh, his bottom side. Ryu's gonna get picked off. Oh no, that is bad.
17.5K now. He's about to lap this Pudge. That worked.
Pretty close. Yeah, only about 2K off, right? Yeah,
what does he do when this SF gets like 1 more damage?
Oh, what a play! Blinks right behind him, forces him forward. He has the BKB too if he really needs it. Getting clicked down by the Witch Doctor ult, but it's not going to be enough. They just dive the Pudge, and they just don't care. They just have too much damage.
He didn't even have to pop BKB.
No, he just was completely safe, and he knew it.
This Viper doesn't even... I'm gonna be honest, this Viper has not... I have not seen any impact from this Viper.
No,
I mean, they first phased it, and they got their picks they wanted against it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think this Viper has done a whole lot this game. It doesn't feel like he's had... It feels like he both hasn't had a lot of space or been able to make a whole lot of space too, as the side of SKG are just... They're just too strong on their heroes. I mean, look at the next 4. The 4 is a higher level than Hiraku. And hold on, as mid, Kim...
He doesn't even care. He'll man, like... He'll walk up...
Oh, LSA coming on down, and he just barely lives here. Hiraku, he's really low. The row, he manages to get it off, just barely alive. And Ryu, he clicks down 1, but it's just not enough.
This Lina does no damage.
Steel Boko is here with the W as well. Nightmare with a huge blinking, and the stun's good too. Everyone is dead on the side of Sad Boys, the only exception being Austin. And I can't imagine this isn't at least one set of racks.
I think this is just game on. I don't see how Sad Boys... I don't see how Stelacy comes back into this. This feels so impossible.
Yeah, Stelacy.
You have a carry Pudge against a carry SF. This is not a matchup you like to play.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting too because they picked it into SF, right? Like they last picked Pudge and SF was first.
They picked the Lina and the SF into it, and it's just. I mean, the Lina was supposed to be the way to play against it, but this. Okay, the Lina has the Chrysalis now. But to get the Chrysalis, she lost buyback, and now they might just get Mega'd here. This SF might go top after this.
Yeah, SF, he now has a Morbid Mask. Look, he almost has a Satanic. He has officially lapped the Pudge.
He lapped the Pudge.
Yep. Officially there.
I think this game is just over. What's the 99-1 win probability?
Oh, is that where we're at? I think. Where's my F10? Oh, there it is. Yeah.
This just feels so hard for Dyer now.
Definitely. I mean, we can see it on the graph too. Like the first 10 minutes was wow. It actually says it was SKG favor the whole time. That's crazy, considering how the Pudge lane was going. But either way, yeah. Now they're just so far ahead, up 17 levels, and
they have 35% more net worth than That is
almost 20K up. Almost 20K at 30 minutes. Quite an insane amount. See, Kim does pop, I believe Nick smoked there. As Kim pops does as well. We realize something's up. Gonna go ahead and get silenced. BKB is popped onto Hijack.
Misses the roll. They want Haruko, but he's just gonna TBR.
Oh no, the bash!
He might bash him! What a bash!
The first hit bash off the auto attack wasn't even a swashbuckle. And Hiroko, he's gonna get stunned up by the next assassin. That's gonna be a dead Viper. On the side of
even if he wanted to commit everything on the Viper there to try to kill that pink, he has the Heavenly Grace. He had a timing on this Viper, which was like 6, 7, 8, where he had that ultimate where he could maybe do something, bait out the Heavenly Grace and then ult him and then chase him under tower. But nothing just came out of that, and then he just couldn't keep up after not taking advantage of that timing.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, we got the witch doctor hard farming in the radiant jungle.
Yeah, just going wherever is safe, right?
Yeah, he's got buyback now.
See Kim. Hold out top side.
Witch doctor actually farms really fast. Paralyzing cast does twice damage to creeps.
Just farming bottom side here.
And it only gets bigger as it casks. Like, it's a lot of damage actually.
Oh, look at him. He's pulling the camps together. Efficiency,
Nice.
boys.
Nice.
Does he have the... No, plus 2 casted at 15. Okay.
I don't think he's making 15.
He's got a little bit to go.
They're taking roast right now for Radiant. They're
Yep,
about to get
second
shard
roast.
on this SF. He's about to get crits for his souls.
Yep. Has crits on the souls now with the Aegis. Has a blink in his backpack. I mean, this guy is, what, 5-6 slot at this point? He's so huge. Going for an arcane blink as his next item. What do you think about that?
He's just incorporating like half magic, half physical SF. I don't think it's great. Well,
Uh-oh.
he's gonna hook him.
Hook comes
Steal
out.
Borgo. This is not the play.
Well, Kim is here as well. He does get
It
bashed out of
doesn't.
the
Steal
ult.
Borgo's just dead.
Yeah, gets hooked. He hooks him in. He tries to go for something. Nightmare. He pops the old. BKB is popped as well. Still has a Satanic if he really needs to. Steal Borgo actually does end up living. Lying pretty low here as well. They're just going to click down the tower, though.
That feels good for Dire because Borgo doesn't die. Haruko's dead.
Rico looks pretty dead
He
here.
hooks the SF. You can't do that again, I don't think. You got off scot-free the first time, but...
Yeah, it's not going to get away with it a second time for sure. It's awesome. He just popped out the ult. Kim comes in as well. The DP ult is popped as well. And yeah, it's a 5-0. And I can't imagine. Yeah, it's going to be
GG.
anything short of the game ending here.
I don't know if you saw it at the end there in the last... But the Lina was right-clicking the Pango while he was rolling the entire time on their back and just did nothing. This Lina didn't get the damage in time.
Yep.
27 net worth lead at 31 minutes. Yeah, that was a slippery slope. It started slipping and they couldn't stop the snowball.
Yeah, Stelacy, they had a pretty good start there in the side lanes. You know, we're talking about it with the Pudge. He had a pretty decent lead, but SF just AFK farming, and I mean,
Whoa, look at that win probability until 10 minutes. That is just a flat line.
oh yeah, yep, yeah, that's what I was
Wow.
saying when we were looking at the graph earlier. Yeah, just flat line, always SKG favored according to Dota, despite the Pudge having a bit of an early lead, and just all the way up to 90%. But alrighty.
It's SF.
SF was very strong this game. But we'll see if SF gets pick ban next game. We'll be right back with game number 2.
Alrighty, so just a quick update for everyone. I was expecting to cast at game 2 and maybe potentially game 3, but as you can see from the post game here, Stelacy Esports has actually forfeited the match. So that is
Very
going.
sad.
Yeah, as the series going to be going over to SKG, which a little unfortunate. We don't get to cast the rest of the series, but oh well. So
Surprising forfeit, honestly. I mean,
yeah, I'm a little
it
surprised.
wasn't
but-
like Stelacy. It wasn't like it was a stomp to where they couldn't come back. The
I
game
think-
was going, even though the win probability didn't say it, the game was in their favor for a while.
Yeah, I don't want to make any assumptions. Maybe a player had to go, maybe something came up.
Yeah,
I don't know. But either way, a forfeit is happening. Unfortunately, so no more Dota games from us. So with that being said, there's going to be, I believe, just grand finals is coming up next. So